Say that certain people in the investing world need no introduction, and in a lot of cases it might be an exaggeration. But I think Stan is probably, if you were to ask investors for their role models, Stan would probably be one of the top three names that people give you.
Hi everyone, welcome to Clone Compounding, where our mission is to learn from others in order to achieve financial independence. Today, we'll be looking at the macro views from none other than Stanley Druckenmiller. As many of you will already know, Druckenmiller is one of the legendary living investors of our time, and his views carry a lot of weight. Recently, Druckenmiller did an interview during a conference on the economy. I will be sharing my top 3 takeaways from this interaction. Alright, let's get into it. Number 3. Are we heading towards a significant bear market? According to Druckenmiller, it is a very likely yes. We're just about 6 months into a bear market with a high probability that we will still have significant room to run. Druckenmiller made money this year mainly by shorting both fixed income bonds and stocks. But now he's not so sure of staying short. In other words, it is quite unpredictable for him as well. Although he did say that if stocks rally by 15 to 20% from here in the immediate term, he will very likely short it. He also mentioned that in his 45 years as a chief investment officer, he has never seen a combination where there is no historical precedent, meaning high inflation into a weakening economy with bond yields at 3%. Number 2, are we going to have a soft landing or a hard landing? Meaning, will the Fed be able to reduce inflation without triggering a recession or not? According to Druckenmiller, we are very likely heading towards a recession. He doesn't know exactly when, but very likely in 2023. His argument is that based on history, we have never been able to address reducing inflation that is over 5% without triggering a recession. So unless something very different happens this time, history is likely to rhyme. He said that there is about 1 to 2 trillion in terms of savings, and that will take some time to work through, but he does expect recession somewhere in 2023. Number 1, is Bitcoin worth it? This is a key part of the interview that I found quite interesting. You may be surprised by his response. First, he said he is sympathetic towards both Charlie Munger and Bill Miller, who, as many of you may know, hold totally different views, totally opposite views on Bitcoin. Second, he sees a high correlation between Bitcoin and Nasdaq and tracks that. According to Druckenmiller, if you believe that we will have an irresponsible monetary policy, basically means printing more money, and inflation, and it is during a bull market, there is no doubt that Bitcoin is a worthy asset to own. But if this is during a bear market, you might want to own gold. He also mentioned that there is no doubt blockchain will be a force to reckon with in the next 5 to 10 years. And he suggests young investors to spend as much time as possible understanding the internet and the cloud sector. Alright, so those were my top 3. I'm totally not doing justice to this interview. There was a lot of good insights in it. For example, on sizing your position. And I would really recommend everybody to go and have a listen. Thanks so much for watching, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.